the final phase of our program today, very exciting phase, our awards and closing ceremony. So with that, I'll reintroduce Laura Gregori, who will award our first award.
Thank you, Lois. Okay, so with this, I'm happy to introduce the first edition of the Praise HPC Excellence Award. This award recognizes an outstanding individual or team for groundbreaking research through the usage of HPC that leads to significant advances in any research field. So the prize committee for 2022 was formed by George Biros, Jack Dongara, Eric Lindahl, Matej Praprotnik, who is here in the room, Natalie Reuter, and myself. And as you already learned, the first winners of this prize are Nicolas Mounet, Marco Gibertini, Philippe Spaller, Davide Campi, Andrios Merkis, Antimo Marazzo, Thibaut Soyer, Ivano Castelli, Andrea Ceppelotti, Giovanni Pizzi, and Nicola Marzari for their work on two-dimensional materials from high-throughput computational exfoliation of experimentally known compounds, which was published in Nature Nanotechnology in 2018. And so the committee wanted to outline that this cornerstone work was really important for its role of accurate first-principle simulation as an effective tool for materials discovery through the usage of high-performance computing. And the developed digital twin of an exfoliation experiment, as you already have seen during the talk of Nicola, has already had an exceptional impact in the field, leading to the discovery of new materials, in particular quantum materials. And with this, congratulations, Nicola, on behalf of the team.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh, yes.
Thank you all, and thank you, Praise. This feels wonderful, and I think, as I said, it's really the merit of these 10 research years. We'll happily split the prize also, and we'll celebrate. But I think the greatest prize for me has been seeing all of them sort of start their independent scientific career, and there is, I think, no greater joy for a scientist than seeing your own collaborators go on in the world. So thanks, Laura, and thanks, Praise. Really an infinite pleasure.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Our next award presenter is Kate Evans on behalf of our Papers Committee.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for hanging in there with us. It is my great pleasure to present the Best Paper Award for PASC 22, and for the first time in conjunction with ACM Europe. I'd like to say that we're gratified to share it this particular year, and that's because they're a sponsor of ours, and they espouse core values of technical excellence, educational and technical advancement, ethical computing and technology for positive impact, and diversity, equity, and inclusion. The Best Paper Award is an outstanding technical contribution to ACM conferences that take place in Europe. It's a recognition of the contribution to the area, and winners are selected by the conference program committee, in this case PASC, and they get a certificate with €1,000 as an honorarium, which I'm heard will be split with the 2 graduate students on the best paper, which makes me very charmed. So this year, you heard this morning, the Best Paper Award was given to porting Uinta to heterogeneous systems. And this paper is by John Holman, Martin Berzins, and Damodar Sahasrabudhe, all from the University of Utah. And so let's give them a big round of thanks as we present this award. Thank you. I should mention quickly that the award was given. PASC rewards best papers for those who have strong technical merit. They also espouse the goals and the purpose of the conference, which is to bring together scientific computing and computational science and have innovative tools and methodologies, which this paper clearly has. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you. Oh, would you like this?
Okay, moving on. Now we have yet another exciting segment of our awards ceremony, and this is going to be announced by Montej Propadek, who's one of our poster committee leaders.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everybody. So it's my great pleasure to award the 3 poster awards. It was quite a challenging competition because we got a lot of application. We got 62 cards. Each of our cards had 3 votes, so we got in total 162 votes. And the 3 winners are. So the first winner is actually Teresa Pollinger from University of Stuttgart, Germany, for scaling the plasma simulation while conserving the mass, a massively parallel semi-Lagrangian solver with the sparse grid combination technique. So, congratulations. We should also mention the co-authors, Katharina Korman, Dirk Pflüger, and yeah, they are the 2 co-authors. Thank you. Sorry. The second winner is Stefan Herbert Strupp from ETH Zurich, with co-authors Luigi Farioli, Simon Christian Steller, Cedric Schellenbach, Domenico Giardini. And the title of the presentation is Bayesian Parameter Estimation of Galactic Binaries in LISA Data with Gaussian Process Regression.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So the third prize goes to Martin Karp from KTH Royal Institute of Technology, Sweden, with co-authors Niklas Jansson, Philip Schlatter, and Stefano Markidis. So the title of their poster was Preparing a High-Order Incompressible Flow Solver for Next-Generation Supercomputers.
Thanks.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And then we have a final picture, I think.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Oops. Whoa. Okay, just a few closing remarks on behalf of Petros and myself. We want to thank all of you for making PASC 22 such a special experience. We've seen across our theme of computing and data for all humankind many wonderful advances, and we've shared them in this wonderful, dynamic, and engaging hybrid environment where we've come across old friends and met some new friends and new collaborators. So we're going to celebrate that by looking at some highlights of the conference. We've had a very active online presence. Here's a word cloud that represents just some of the words that have been shared throughout the Twitter sphere. And here are just a few highlights. I encourage you in your spare time when you're traveling home, perhaps go look for our hashtag PASC22, so you can check out at a leisurely pace more of the comments. Here's a really, I think, important one from Eric Lindahl, where he talks about the importance of this conference really being a place for scientific discussion and sharing of new insights among colleagues. I think we all feel that here and are really grateful to PASC for creating this opportunity for us. Lots more highlights here. We are just providing a few visual highlights. Here's some beautiful snapshots of our evening social events, which I think we all truly appreciated, and also some highlights about various other aspects of the conference. I encourage you to go to the PASC YouTube channel And here you can see the QR code will take you there, where there are a variety of interviews, some recordings of poster presentations, mini symposium presentations, and also paper presentations. So these are freely available online, even for people who haven't been here today. So it's a great way to have outreach from this conference overall. And finally, we'll just breeze through a few photos from the photo gallery. Again, there are many more photos online. I encourage you to go there and look. Perhaps you'll find yourself and your colleagues. We've had really a wonderful, rich exchange throughout the past days. And with that, we really need to take a pause and thank all of the contributors to the past conference. That is, all of you who have provided posters, presentations, and also the committees who have worked so hard to evaluate the submissions to the conference. So thank you to the papers, posters, and mini symposia committee members. Yes. So really what makes all of this possible, and frankly, I'm humbled just to stand here and participate, is the work of the past team. So in particular, Tatiana, Raluca, Tim, and Michele have been working very hard all year with Petros and me and leading all of us through the preparation to get to this very special point. So I think we all need a huge round of applause for all of them. And of course, the communication team has really been outstanding. Maria Grazia, Simone, Angela, and Michele. Big thanks. And of course, our multimedia and photography team has been doing a great job. They're behind you right now. Big thanks to Marco, Christian, and Ipat. And last, but certainly by no means least, we thank every single student volunteer all of these people have been working really hard, and we're really grateful for all that they've done for us. And we especially thank our morning piano player. Made some wonderful environment in the mornings for those of you who arrived early. You got to benefit from this. And we, of course, are eternally grateful to the sponsorship of the past sponsors. So they have really helped to make this such a special environment. Thank you, sponsors. And now I am excited to pass the baton to Eleni Schatzi and Michael Haru, who will introduce you to plans for the next year.
Thank you very much, Lois. It's actually a pleasure to take it over from Lois and Petros, who did a great job, also with the challenge that bridged together different topics, really the quintessential essence of scientific computing and computational science. And I would like to welcome you to PASC 2023. This will take place in Davos, as it was just now revealed. Just a few words about ourselves. I'm Eleni Hadzi, I'm one of the conference co-chairs. I'm the chair of structural mechanics and monitoring at ETH Zurich. And you see here on the screen online my co-chair, Mike Heru, who will present himself and our challenge.
Thank you very much, Eleni. We welcome you to participate in PASC 23. The challenge for 23 is computing across scales, domains, and communities. This focus highlights and provides evidence for the ever-expanding impact that advanced scientific computing is having on our society. This impact enables us to consider an ever-expanding scope as we work towards solving new problems. A natural expansion of our efforts is to incorporate multiple scales, domains, and communities. With this expansion, not only do we need to consider the specific contribution of each component to the whole, but also the interaction between components. This interaction is often the most interesting and most difficult to understand, much less predict. As we prepare for PASC 23, we welcome the participants from all of you from PASC 22, and your friends and colleagues, especially as you consider addressing the PASC 23 challenge. Thank you.
So I will just say a few words to try and entice you to the next year's event, which will be as announced in Davos from June 26th to 28th. A few words about the venue. Actually, Davos is I think is officially the highest altitude town in Europe, but it's also a town that has a long tradition with conferences since 50 years. It has also been it has been housing the World Economic Forum, and we will be capitalizing on this experience on conference hosting. In fact, the event will be hosted at the Davos Congress Center, which also hosts the forum, with great facilities. Of course, what is maybe more exciting is the environment and the surroundings. We will be there in the summer, but there's a myriad of activities for everyone to enjoy in such a setting. So it's less of an urban setting, but certainly an exciting one for those who love nature, with many things to do and even some culture there to experience in Davos. So with this, I'm going to come to almost our final slide, which introduces the scientific domains. Of course, again, we're going for a topic that tries to be an umbrella to bridge the different disciplines that are under, let's say, the broad domain of scientific computing. And so you see many of the domains that we have been also hosting in previous PASC conferences, with the addition also of a new theme close to my heart. Of course, the domain of engineering, which reflects also this merger of data and computation, but which you also see reflected in other important domains, including chemistry, climate, computer science, and life sciences. And I'll also give it back to Mike to say a few words about the domain.
Yes, and thank you very much, Eleni. Yeah, in addition to the engineering piece, we've added also research software science, which is an emerging area that includes social and cognitive sciences and the interaction with domain sciences. And so we welcome contributions to that, in addition to the more traditional topics that have always been a part of PASC. And so I look forward to seeing you in Davos. I also look forward to the train ride from Zurich to Davos. I have a fond memory of that from a few years ago. And so we'll see you there.
Yes, great words to close, so we don't keep you any longer, but just we are very much excited to see you in Davos next year. Enjoy the return.